I'm Jayden Fleming, I'm 25 years old and living in Queenstown.
I mean, the master of the front flip and the double backy, he's pretty phenomenal.
I grew up in Auckland in New Zealand, was playing lots of soccer and rugby as like typical kids do. I was walking home from school one day and someone had a flyer that their class had been given for like the local BMX track. I went there and I fell in love with it. My sister was doing gymnastics at the time and she asked if she could do it too. My parents were like, yeah, sure.
I'm Zoe Fleming.
And I'm Jayden Fleming.
I'd been doing BMX for 12 years. From like 6 to 18, and then I was riding a pump track one day, stick my leg out and ruptured my ACL, MCL, meniscus. I've always liked all forms of bikes. I'll like wake up every morning and check pro cycling stats for like road cycling results, and I'll watch cyclocross. I got bored once I'd got the surgery done, and where I was living at the time in Cambridge, and there was a velodrome there. So I got onto that as just like a form of rehab and kind of like loved it, I guess. Still to this day, one of the like coolest feelings on a bike is like somewhere between 50 and 70k an hour with banging bars with no brakes. I had a good kind of year and a half, did a couple of national champs, won a national title in the team sprint with a couple of boys. Like, I was really loving it, and then had a bit of a abrupt end and kind of decided that there wasn't as much as a future there as what I'd hoped. I had this old crappy BMX bike just pulled out of the shed. Like, oh man, I'll just ride this for a bit of fun, like while I figure out what I'm doing. At the time I didn't have any like skate park clothes or anything, so I was just riding in a road helmet. I was just kind of hooked by how easy it was to get that feeling of like you'd accomplished something. I sat down with a guy called Sam and he kind of said, well, why do you do it? Like, we all do it to chase that 6-second euphoric feeling. And he's like, well, how often have you felt that? And I was like, fuck, in the past year and a half, maybe like once, twice if I'm lucky. But I'd kind of remembered that Speed and Style was in 6 months in Rotorua. And I thought, fuck, if I could get an entry to Speed and Style in Rotorua, like that would be pretty sick. Like, in my mind, I knew that in the past week on that green BMX bike that I had, like I'd felt it 4 or 5 times learning new tracks. And I was like, well, for me it was pretty easy to get off and chase that new goal, which is like to get an entry to Speed and Style. I guess coming into the season there was like a little bit of a sour note that Speed and Style was kind of pulled. We didn't really get much warning. The official word came through on a really generic email about a bunch of things, and we all kind of found out through the grapevine. And that's obviously the event I care the most about and why I got into the sport. I always like to have a goal. Speed and Style was the event that I knew if I did everything right, there was potential that maybe I could do well in. In my opinion, anyone can ride a pump track and anyone could ride dual slalom, but I think Speed and Style was super gnarly and took a lot of training. It's something that I really enjoyed.
You work hard for something and you dedicated yourself and a lot of time into that one thing, and then something happens that's out of your control. It's hard to put yourself in the headspace and not get upset by it. If stuff like that happens repeatedly, it obviously gets more and more frustrating.
There was like a little bit of a sour note, but could also put my attention into other things, which was exciting.
We were chatting about like plans for the year, and he said that he got a wildcard entry for Slopestyle in Christchurch.
Slopestyle, it's A combination of jumps and drops and trickable features to get to the bottom, and you're judged on style, execution, variety, and what's the other word they use? Amplitude, that's the word, and amplitude. I'd done one slopestyle event before. I did a bronze event in Quebec in 2022, but since then I hadn't done any like proper slopestyle. So had a little bit of an infection from a small cut in my finger that got a little bit loose and a bit out of control. One of the medics came and had a look at it, kind of told me I need to take it seriously, drop everything I'm doing and go straight to hospital. Let me free last night, so back for practice this morning. Yeah, we'll try again tomorrow, but a little bit of a rough day today. Whoa.
Do you think it helps coming from BMX and like having to
100%. I think this, like, from some of the other guys who've done more of the slope course, they've said it's the most pedally and like physical track. You've got to work your bike to get through it. I have like all my runs planned through practice from literally the second I woke up. I have on my phone, I still have it somewhere, I'll find it. 5 a.m, wake up. 5:15, up for breakfast. 5:30, eat breakfast. 5:45, pack car. 6:10, leave house. 6:35, leave car. 6:45, course check. 7 o'clock, drop in. And I had notes of every lap I was going to do. First one was top to bottom visualizing speed, blah, 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 blah. Lap 3, I just wanted to flip the step down. Lap 4, I wanted to front flip the hip. I quite often stress on like a competition day that if I have on my phone, I don't know what to do, I just go back to my plan, and like, even though I don't want to do it, I have to do it because that's my plan to do it. For me, it was never, I wanted to place here, I wanted to place there. It was truly like, I wanted to show up and like, put down the best run I could.
Honestly, I've never seen him do a cash roll before. I've just seen him only ever do double flips and front flips from speed and style. It was pretty cool to see him pull a new trick out of the bag.
Backflip, where some riders haven't even been able to have the speed to trick it. Jayden's doing double flips on it.
His ability to have a hugie and get up, poor.
So good. I'm gonna go fill up my water bottle and just stand in the crowd for a bit and try like get amongst it. I felt more content crashing on both runs, knowing I'd tried to do my best run than being safe. Excited for next year to try and get another wild card. The level to get to a pure slope athlete with all the bar spins and like the tech, that level is so high that for me I'd rather chase those bigger tricks that fewer people can do, and like for me it's about chasing that euphoric feeling, and I feel like I'd get a far bigger euphoric feeling by doing a double flip or a triple back than I would doing a 360 quadruple bar spin, you know? Cairns was a strange one because I absolutely loved all the tracks. I was having so much fun through practice. I'd been struggling, obviously not having speed and style, like with motivation at Crankworx, I guess. And it was really cool to like get a bit of spark and feel like my old self again. It's got to be the most fun dual slalom course I've ever ridden.
And I think too is understanding those highs and lows, because it's not easy. Competing against the best in the world, and you know, some days you're the hammer and some days you're the nail, and that's okay.
In Cairns, he was absolutely on a tear. I was like, damn, I feel like he looks the fastest I've ever seen him.
J-Dog has come up against some of the heavy hitters quite early on, and But you know, he pushes them too. It's not like he's not capable of tipping them over. But yeah, just needs to keep his bike upright. Yeah.
From a results perspective, I'd say Rotorua was frustrating, but P9, P10 seems to be the story of my season. Because I keep qualifying between that like 7th and 10th, I always end up with super close battles in those first rounds and haven't put them together. But it's also exciting to have close battles, you know, like no one wants to watch any racing where you're a mile ahead or a mile behind, and no one wants to be in a race where you're a mile ahead, a mile behind. So there's positives with all that. I've just come out on the shorter end of the straw.
His bike underneath him, hoping that he doesn't get a win.
Here for the Crankworx World Roulette, best trick contest with like a little bit of a twist, which I think is pretty cool. Getting the crowd to judge it. I've been watching guys ride this course for like 10 years now, so it feels pretty special to like get to ride it myself.
Lucky rides.
Through to the finals. I'm up against Nikolai in round of 4. It's pretty cool. I've grown up watching him ride this course, so to be like doing something with him is pretty sick, I think. This is one of the coolest atmospheres I've ridden in, so stoked around.
Probably the best comeback I've ever seen Jayden do. So he did 2 rotations, so I need to bring up 3.
It's pretty right? Yeah. There we go, right?
You did that so nice.
Yeah, man.
Why do you ride?
It's fun, and I think I'm lucky in enjoying so many different types of bikes that none of them wear out. I could happily go ride a road bike for a day and be fine, but I also enjoy riding up Dream and some of like the gnarliest jumps in the world. My biggest goal as a kid was getting to a point where I was like riding professionally and riding against pros, and thanks to the support of everyone along the way, like I truly am, like, as cheesy as it sounds, living out what my childhood goal and my childhood like dream was.